Let me make this clear to all of you, members of the press, witnesses, friends of the defendant, and the rest of you curiosity seekers. This is a court of law, not a sideshow. The matter before this court and this jury is a very serious one. A man is accused of taking another person's life. In pursuit of a verdict here, I will not tolerate one more outburst or disturbance of any kind. If it happens again, I will order the offender removed from the room. Twice, and I order the courtroom cleared. If necessary, I am prepared to jail anyone for contempt of court. Before we were interrupted, the prosecution was making its opening statement. Could you continue, Mr. Farrington?
Of course, thank you, Your Honor. As I was saying, the prosecution will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the defendant, Jamal, AKA, also known as Lamar Creno, did with malice aforethought and in accordance with the plan, this Jamal did select a weapon that he was known to favor. A whippet shotgun, to be specific. A weapon whose only use is to perform great bodily harm to human beings. And on the afternoon of June 15th this year, the defendant, known as Jamal, did fire that weapon numerous times, striking and mortally wounding several people, including members of a rival gang, and the focus of this case, shooting to death one Mrs. Rolanda Kessler and her 6-year-old daughter, Tarita, in the most horrible, the most vicious manner possible. We shall prove, through the testimony of experts and eyewitnesses, beyond that shadow of a doubt, that this man, Lamar Creno, who has chosen to call himself Jamal, is the leader of a street gang in this city that is affiliated with the notorious, infamous Los Angeles gang. And further, we will prove that this Jamal is guilty of murder in the first degree on both counts.
Does the defense wish to make an opening statement?
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defense will show that there are several factors at work in this case. First, that the prosecution's evidence that places the defendant at the scene of the crime with motive is seriously flawed, is only circumstantial, and is based on testimony from what we'll show is unreliable witnesses. Secondly, the defense will show that this poor young man, the defendant, as a victim of the failings of all of our society, because of his social, economic, and ethnic background, he has not been given the education necessary to allow him to become a participating, knowledgeable, functioning member of society as we know it. In fact, due to these desperate circumstances that have followed this young man from childhood, he is not capable of making the mental, moral, or qualitative judgments that the rest of us enjoy. In short, we shall demonstrate that the defendant, Jamal, is not guilty of the crime with which he has been charged.
Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Farrington, are you ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
Call your first witness.
Your Honor, the prosecution calls Mr. Rick Marshall.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your full name.
Richard Charles Marshall.
Please be seated.
Mr. Marshall, what is your occupation?
I'm an attorney.
In what capacity?
I'm on the staff of the prosecuting attorney as an assistant.
And do you have a special assignment?
Yes, sir, I do.
And that is?
I've been assigned to head up the City of St. Louis Special Anti-Gang Task Force.
Anti-Gang Task Force. How long have you held that position?
Nearly a year. 11 months to be exact.
So, I suppose that during that time, you've had occasion to become very familiar with local and national gangs and with very many of the people who...
Your Honor, the defense will stipulate that Mr. Marshall knows about gangs. After all, the media has been full of his activity in the past few months.
Thank you. Let the record show the stipulation. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Hamilton, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Marshall, in your activities to protect the citizens of this city against the criminal actions of these gangs, have you ever had the opportunity to run across the name of the defendant, Jamal or Lamar Creno?
Well, yes, sir. Numerous times.
In what way?
The task force has established to our complete satisfaction that the defendant, Jamal, a.k.a. Lamar Creno, is the leader of a local gang with strong ties to the Los Angeles Crips.
The leader of the gang. Exactly what is this local gang called, Mr. Marshall?
Objection, Your Honor.
Grounds?
Irrelevant and inconclusive.
Mr. Farrington?
Your Honor, the prosecution will show relevancy.
I'll hold you to that. Objection overruled. Proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Marshall, your task force has found that the defendant, Jamal, is the leader of what gang?
Jamal is the leader of the Southside Gangsters.
The Southside Gangsters. Now, is that the name that they chose for their group?
It is.
So, from their name, one could reasonably deduce that...
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Grounds?
Totally irrelevant. The name of an organization might or might not have anything to do with,
Yes, Mr. Hamilton?
to do with anything, Your Honor. Could we please get to the point here?
Objection overruled. And we'll certainly get to the point, Mr. Hamilton. Won't we, Mr. Farrington?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll rephrase. Mr. Marshall, what are the purposes and activities of these Southside Gangsters, as you have discovered through your investigations?
They want money and power, and they don't care what they have to do to get it. They're involved in, well, every unspeakable crime imaginable, but the principal way they get their money is through the sale and distribution of illegal substances, drugs, through a network of distributors, dealers, and pushers.
Illegal drugs, huh? Now, Mr. Marshall, you mentioned something about these Southside Gangsters having a connection to a Los Angeles street gang. Could you tell us about that?
Well, the Los Angeles gangs are notorious. The two main ones, the Crips and the Blood, both started out basically the same way. Small-time operators, small-time crimes, until they discovered that they could make a lot of money dealing drugs. Now they're expanding all across the country, recruiting local gangs to do the same thing. It's basically the old pyramid scheme. They establish the business, recruit other gangs to work for them, supply the merchandise, the drugs, and get a cut of the action. And they have kids working for them, 11 and 12 years old, who want to make all that money and who will kill people to do it. And these gangs are spreading into every major city. And when they get in, more and more kids start using drugs and more violent murders take place. These Crips are in the process right now of recruiting local gangs here like the Southside Gangsters into their business. And they do know how to recruit.
So these Southside Gangsters have a business. The dirty business of illegal drugs. Tell me, do they have any competition?
Yes, some independents, but the biggest competition here is from the North Side gang, the Posse. And they're being recruited by the other Los Angeles gang. It's a real power struggle.
So how does this group, these Southside Gangsters that the defendant, Mr. Jamal, leads, how does this gang deal with competition?
Objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Hamilton?
Calls for a conclusion on the part of the witness. Hearsay.
Which will it be, Mr. Hamilton?
Conclusion.
Mr. Farrington?
Your Honor, defense has stipulated the expertise of this witness, and an expert witness offers a considered opinion.
Overruled. Proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Marshall, how does Mr. Jamal's group deal with competition?
Elimination.
Elimination. Huh. Doesn't sound much like honor among thieves to me. Exactly how do they eliminate the competition?
Their weapon of choice is a very short pump or automatic shotgun, known as a whippet.
No further questions, Your Honor. Witness?
No questions at this time. Reserve the right to recall.
The witness is excused. Order! Order! Bailiff, remove those people in the last row. All of those wearing blue from this courtroom. And I warn all of you, cause a disturbance and I'll clear the court.
Rick, I'll never understand how you and Mr. Farrington can stay so calm in there.
You'll learn that. It just takes time. Sometimes it just seems like you're calm when you really want to strangle somebody.
Yeah, like that jerk Jamal. God, he's cold. He killed somebody, a little girl.
There's no doubt about it, but we've got to prove it. And that's not going to be easy with Hamilton defending. He's slick.
Best money can buy, they say. So what was all that crap about society's failings? What does that have to do with any of this?
Oh, well, Hamilton's going to try for a diminished capacity as a fallback defense. He'll try and show that Jamal doesn't know the difference between right and wrong because nobody ever told him. He might even try and show that a strong person like a Crips organizer might brainwash him into thinking whatever he wanted was right.
Well, you'll get him. Say, I forgot to mention, one of your guys made contact with Dave Casper.
Good. Did he name a place? I've got to talk.
Here. Rick, let me go with you.
No.
You said that sometimes you needed a cover, and I could look like your date. I mean, of course, I wouldn't really be. You're my boss, but I would look like it. Rick, I need experience, and I'm never going to get it if I don't start, please.
Well, all right. There shouldn't be any trouble. And you really might make good cover. But you have to do exactly as I say. No questions.
I understand. Why are you being so careful?
I said no. Sorry. Just this once. You see, Dave and I, we go way back. We went to grade school and high school together and through the academy. And he was my neighbor, he's my best friend, and he's undercover, so
Be careful, okay? I promise. Good as gold.
Good.
I'll meet you at the office.
Fine. Do me a favor. When you get there, I'm expecting a deposition from some former gang members. Be sure and check with the members of the task force. Bug them about it, all
Okay,
right?
boss, I'm on it. Where are you going to be?
I'm gonna go back inside. If Hamilton puts Jamal on to show how deprived he is, then we get a crack at him. And then we'll show the jury a real cold-blooded killer. I want to see the look on their faces.
Okay. Let me know what happens. I'll see you tonight.
Angel, what's the plan?
All right. Listen up. That guy is Rick Marshall. He's the one that's trying to keep us from making any money. He wants to see you broke. So here's the deal. I want you to send him a little message. Make it clear that we want him to lighten up. Let our people go. Get it? Now look, he is the man, so make sure you keep the message clear, but don't start more trouble than we have to. Clear, but don't kill him. We just have to train somebody else. Understood? Comprende? Bueno, do it.
Let's get busy, fellas.
What are you? I see that you're one of those intelligent boys. And just because you're mean, just because you're bad, doesn't mean you can get in my face.
Angel, I'm not mean, and I'm definitely not bad. But I am crazy. And Angel, you and me, we're gonna dance. Be seeing you.
Let's go.
Thank you, Jamal. No further questions? Your witness, Mr. Farrington.
Now, Mr. Jamal, let me see if I have it right so far. We've established that you are the leader of the Southside Gangsters. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm the one.
Mm-hmm. And we've also established that you are very good with a shotgun, like this one. Is that right?
I do all right.
How's that?
I say, yeah, I be the best with it.
And we have witnesses who say that they saw you and some of your associates in a wagon drive by the corner and shoot down 4 people. 2 members of your rival gang, the Posse, and 2 other people. Is that right? Now let me ask you something. Could you actually hit somebody with a shotgun from a moving car, or did somebody else do your job for you?
Ain't no big thing. These 2 dudes dealing on my turf. Can't be done. We come around the corner, pop them. Simple. No more deals. People's gots to know.
But what about those 2 other people? I mean, the lady and her little girl. They weren't in the gang.
Yeah, well, it ain't no big deal. They shouldn't have been there. Big mistake to be out sometimes. You ever heard of mushrooms?
Yeah, but aren't you sorry they got in the way?
Sorry? Shit. Hey, man, I got business to do. I can't be bothering about nobodies. They're there. They're gone. Who gives a shit?
Hey, Darlene.
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
Not
Hey, wait a
bad.
minute. Look, I think you got company. Yeah, I did see somebody go up to your place and pull in a few minutes ago.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, I guess you'll just have to be surprised.
Rick, it's me. God. You really scared me.
I'm sorry. Hey, you know how much I missed you? Lucky I didn't have you hauled in here on a warrant.
Ooh, yeah. You know, all you'd have to do is ask. Sort of missed you, too. Maybe just a little bit.
You know, I had some big plans for tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Candlelight dinner, champagne, some special dessert. But this murder case is eating me alive. Do you mind if we order in?
No, I've got a better idea. Come here. I think we should skip right to the dessert. Rick. What is this? What does this mean?
It's all right, sweetheart. It's just a game, a stupid game. We know where you are. We have to give this guy an F on his term paper. Come on, sit down. Sweetheart, I have to take off for a little while.
What do you mean? Where are you going?
I have some business I have to take care of. It shouldn't take more than a couple hours, and then I'll be right back, okay?
Rick, you promised you wouldn't do this anymore. I came all the way here.
I know
and
I
you
promised, sweetheart, but you remember Dave Casper, don't you?
Dave Casper. Dave Casper. Gee, let me see. I seem to remember something about the good old days. Something about same grade school, same high school together. Something about going through the academy together. Something about some guy who threw a party the night you got your law degree. Dave Casper, huh? Sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah, well, Dave's doing some very dangerous undercover work in one of the gangs. He's got some information on a guy from Los Angeles who's organizing the street gangs here. We've got to meet tonight. I really won't be long, I promise.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Quick roll in the hay and they leave. I must be doing something wrong.
They all say that, do they? Well, not this guy. Look, I really hate to go, but I don't want to put Dave in any more danger than he's already in.
It's okay, I understand. Go to it, but be careful. And hurry back.
Nothing could keep me away. I want you to get dressed, get in a cab, and get out of here. Check into that little hotel down the street, and I'll meet you there later, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me know. Okay.
Oh, boss.
Yeah. Get back to me. Okay.
So, how did it go? When I left, you had Jamal really dancing.
Now, he danced all right. You know, I think we actually caught Clayton Hamilton off guard when we started down that line. He brought that bastard up to begin his diminished capacity defense. Wanted to show how dumb he was, I guess. But he's not dumb. He's just mean.
So things are looking good, then?
Oh, you did leave early, didn't you? No, it seems that somebody got to all of the witnesses. All of them. Not one of them saw the car, heard the shotgun blast, heard the screams, or even remembers where they were that day. Amazing. Simply amazing. Mass amnesia. Must be contagious.
You send somebody around to follow up?
Got damn near the whole team out there trying to shake loose at least one story. Listen, I'll tell you, it's becoming pretty clear we have got to get rid of these Los Angeles Crips, and we've got to do it quick. These guys are trouble with a capital T.
And they're working true to form. They hit town with free dope until they have an entire network set up, right down to 10-year-old kids working lookout for $1 a day.
Mm-hmm. And the 10-year-old kids who buy dope from them at 30 to 40 bucks a day.
The killings don't stop either. For a while it's each other, but then it's because somebody happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, now they're headed for the suburbs. Oh, sure, they're pretty careful about who they blow away out there, but it happens. All it takes is just one rich kid who thinks he doesn't have to pay, and bang.
Well, you heard Jamal. He doesn't care about killing people. The department has to send people to therapy for a long time after a good shooting, but some of our people never get over it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Problem?
Yeah, knowing the difference between right and wrong. It's different for a lot of people. It's real personal.
Civilization, kiddo. It's what separates us from the carnivores. By the way, where have you been?
I had to stop by my place. My lady's in town for a visit.
Oh, great. How is
Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. How's she doing?
She's fine. Fine. As a matter of fact, we're even thinking about getting married.
Whoa, that is good news. Maybe she'll make an honest man out of you or something.
Rick, that's great news. Congratulations.
Look, I understand that you told Hobart that she could go with you tonight. You think that's a good idea?
I did until this afternoon.
Well, what do you mean? What happened?
Well, looks like the bad guys are turning up the heat. They left a little message at my place.
Oh, great.
Wait a minute, you guys. Come on. Don't talk about me like I'm not here, okay? I know this is dangerous work. Rick, you trained me well. And I'm never going to get any experience ever if you guys aren't going to let me go out on an assignment. Look, I swear. I'm not going to cry or break, and I won't melt. Now, feel better?
No.
No.
Good. Let's go. Rick, how long do we have to sit here?
As long as it takes. Relax, will you?
Well, this is not what I imagined at all.
What?
He says that he would be here. You think he'd be on time.
This isn't done by appointment. They'll be here when the time is right. For all of us.
Oh, I know, you're right. I just hope we have the right place. Rick, what if you don't recognize him? What if he doesn't know him? Is that him? He?
We'll know in a second. All right, that's him, that's Dave, and it's okay. And just take it nice and slow. Remember, don't call him by name. Just let me do all the talking. Just stay alert and listen, all right?
Right. Gotcha.
Pardon me, sir. Pardon me. Can you help the guy out? Hold on. Get down!
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Rick! Oh, should I go call someone? What's next? Oh, my God.
Don't you die on me! Don't you die on me! Just be quiet.
Dave.
Just 2 words. Jerry. Angel.
This thing's loaded. I'll leave the homeboy alone.
Get back! Back! Up against the wall. Get up! Freeze! Stop the gun! Grab it!
Rachel, I'm okay, honey. Gone for a workout. Rick.
Okay, here's the vitamin C. You sure look like you could use it.
Thanks, Mom. Love you, too.
No, really, after last night. Why are you working out so hard? I think your body could use a little break.
Yeah, I have it, I guess. Clears the mind. And I'm gonna need a clear one. Well, quick stop by the office and then down to the courthouse. I want to be there in case Farrington needs me. One way or the other, Jamal is gonna fall for this.
Well, I know you'd rather stay here and do the dishes, but please, oh please, let me do them this time.
Hey, don't think I don't appreciate it. And tonight, we're going out to celebrate, all right? We've got some big plans to make.
We don't have to go out tonight.
We'll
After
see how it
date.
goes.
Okay. I love you. Be safe, okay?
Sure you're okay. I mean, Hobart, there's duty and there's beyond the call.
I'm fine, Mr. Farrington. I mean, I've never seen anybody shot before. And I did get a little queasy when it was all over, but I'm okay. Perfectly okay. Rick's the one that needs to be wrung out.
I'm sure he is, but he'll never show it. Funeral might be rough, though.
Any arrangements yet?
Nah, Casper's family hadn't had time. I'm just gonna guess it'll be Saturday. Whole department will turn out. One of their own. You know.
Yeah. And ours too, in a way.
Boss, sure.
Right.
Sorry I'm late.
Late? Surprised you're here at all. Matter of fact, I was just saying to Hobart here, might be a good idea for you to take a couple of days off.
Days off? No, thanks. We've got a man to fry. It's time to even the score.
Yeah, hell of a thing. But we'll even up. How are you?
I'm fine. So, what's the game plan for today?
Pretty simple, really. We've been trying all night long to shake the news stories that some of our witnesses sprang on us. We've got a chance with a couple of them. Perjury and hard time gave them something else to think about.
Our intimidation against theirs, huh?
Yeah, you bet, and I'll use it if I have to. I can't believe it. All we need is just for one or two of them to tell the truth, and it'll be up to the jury. I can't believe they won't see it our way.
Well, that Jamal character is bad enough, but there's somebody else, isn't there?
Yeah, a guy out of Los Angeles who's here to persuade the badasses to join a bigger, badder bunch. Los Angeles Crips. It's my man, Angel.
Angel.
Yeah, and he better be growing some wings.
Yeah, well, that part of it's in your ballpark, Rick. So how you coming with nailing them?
Slow. But we'll get him.
Rick, have you thought any more about what Dave said last night? What did he mean?
Mean? Who knows? He said Angel. Him I know.
No. What about the other thing he said?
And the jury? I don't know. It could mean anything. A bribe? Where was the jury this morning?
I don't know. I guess they've probably finished with breakfast by now, and they're on the way to the courthouse in the sheriff's van. They were sequestered last night at the hotel.
Oh, shit. Jury. That's it. They're gonna hit the jury.
Oh, my God.
We have to call Lieutenant Williams.
Are the jurors here?
on, get two of them! Come on! Hey, come on!
Rick, I'll never understand it. How could you possibly have known?
Yeah, great guess on my part. Just a day late, huh?
Come on, Rick. The police aren't saying this is your fault. Nobody is.
What about the families of those deputies? Or the relatives of those jurors? I wonder what they think.
Okay, yeah, they're all scared to death and with good reason. But it's not your fault. Now what we have to do, instead of talking, is take care of the situation at hand. The trial's going to be postponed indefinitely, at least until a new jury can be selected. So now we can all turn our full attention to the case, okay?
Rudy, you don't get it. We have two citizens being held captive for ransom. What we have to do is find them, and find them fast.
Rick, what I'm trying to say is that it's a job for the police and the FBI, so let them do their job, okay? And when they do, we're going to have extra ammunition against Jamal. And maybe Angel, too.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Yeah, Carol, what is it?
Well, the lieutenant came by with a message for you.
Damn it!
Now what?
What is it?
Rick, we got a call from one of the station houses about a disturbance in your neighborhood.
My neighborhood? What is it?
Well, at about the same time those creeps were grabbing the jurors this morning, they were at your place. Now, look, try to stay calm.
Calm?
What did they do? They took Rachel, Rick.
I'll kill him.
I'll kill him! Now, listen, I don't want to have to do this officially, but I want you off this case. Now, you stay off the streets. You run the task force, you coordinate the information, but I want you to nail these creeps at the top. You got it?
You know, boss, you're right. I do need a couple days off. I'll be in touch.
Did you see that look on his face? Shouldn't we do something?
Yeah, call Chief Haskins. Tell him to keep an eye on him for his own protection, if they can.
Whoa, hold on there. Who are you?
Rick Marshall. I'm with the prosecuting attorney's office. I'm about to pick up a few things.
Oh. Right, Mr. Marshall, I should have known you. I was here yesterday. Listen, I'm really sorry. I know you've been through a lot the past couple of days.
Thanks. Anybody turn up anything yet on the lady?
Not yet. It's a big city. But if there's anything out there, we'll find it. Now, the lady next door, there's somebody for you. She calls it in this morning. Says she heard the shouting and the yelling, and she figured that you and your lady are having some sort of domestic argument. Well, was she wrong? That's why we came out here. But she did say she saw a strange car outside. Little job, what do you call it? Sidekick. She got the first three. Here it is, SSG. Said she didn't get anything else except it's a ragtop.
Well, I gotta take off. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, listen, keep after those gangs, huh? Shouldn't want them taking over.
No chance. Yeah, Blair, it's Rick Marshall. I need a favor. Can you run a partial plate to see what you get? Thanks, I appreciate it. We make it a late model Suzuki Samurai convertible. The first three are SSG. That's Sam, George. We're Southside gangster. Nothing, Larry. I'm just talking to myself. Look, I'm on the road. I'll get back to you, okay? Thanks.
All right, recruits, settle down. Let's have a seat.
Thank you. And now, my friends, I want to thank you for coming today. It is like this. I mean, I know you got things to do, places to go, people waiting for you. But I think you can see how we can do good things together. Look at me. I started where you come from. Maybe better, maybe worse. 10 people in the same room. No food. Place stinks. But then I got smart. A little hard work. A little listening to other people. And pretty soon it was better. Do you see? We come from the same place. And now look at me. $1,000 for a suit, $300 for a shirt, $200 for shoes, a Rolex. A Rolex, me. And I don't even care what time it is. Well, except to make my appointments, of course. Back home, I got 3 cars. A Porsche, it's blue, what else? A Ferrari, it's blue too. And a Cherry, well, for old time's sake. So listen. Listen good. Stay with us. The Southside gangsters are my people. They're tight with the Crips. You move the goods, you're gonna do okay. You move a lot, you're gonna make a lot. But don't ever, ever try to run a game on us. You do that, and you're gone. Goodbye. Simple. Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Ain't it simple now? Tell the truth. We're gonna make some money now? Yeah. We're gonna do what the SSG says? Yeah. We're gonna spill the blood. Yeah. Come on up here and let me share this with you.
Hey, man. You see this guy around?
See if this damn thing works. Yeah, let me speak to Mr. Rick Marshall. He's what? How can he be out? He's expecting this call. Who's his boss? Farrington? Yeah, let me speak to him. It's pretty urgent for somebody. None of your business. Tell him the governor's calling. Yeah, that's right, the governor.
Mr. Farrington, this might be it. A guy on the phone was asking for Rick. He said it was urgent. Then he asked for you. Said it was the governor calling. It doesn't sound like the governor to me.
Fine, Sherry. Is the tape set up?
Yes, sir.
And the trace is ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's do it. What line?
Line 4.
Farrington, hello. Wait a minute, we got a bad connection. What'd you say? Well, yeah, of course we're interested in talking about the jurors and Rick's fiancée. Well, we're ready to talk. Of course, now, I can't make any No, hey, that's not bullshit. Those are the facts. Look, I certainly understand, but we don't want you to have to hurt those people. Matter of fact, you got half of what you asked for already. No, we haven't turned Jamal loose. What we did is take Rick Marshall off the case, just as you asked. No, I ordered him off. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him today since then. Hey, look, all I can do is order him off. Come on, man, ask me for something we can talk about. Ask me for something I can do, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, okay. When? Okay. Well, we've got 6 hours. And Rick, he's out there on the street freelancing. If we don't stop him and release Jamal, Rachel and the jurors...
Well, we got their attention. But they say they don't know where Rick is. He makes me nervous. I want somebody to find him now. How difficult can that be? Stop the car. Step out of the car and give this to the first person who walks by. Let them trace that call.
Sir, my name's Rick Marshall. I'm with the prosecuting attorney's office. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the kidnapping and the
I
shooting.
told the police all I know.
I understand that. I just want to double-check everything. You hear any of these guys talking? You hear them say anything about where they were going, their names, anything?
Could be. Seems to me one of them was saying something about some bar or joint somewhere.
They mention any names?
Let me see. Seems like it might have been something like diamonds, rubies, something like that, down on the south side.
Did you tell the police this?
Nope.
Why not?
Oh, they didn't pay me no mind. Besides, didn't sound like much to me.
You ever see any of these guys before?
Yeah, could be. Seems like I saw that one guy sometime back at church or on the street. Maybe one of my sister's friends.
It's a friend of your sister's. You have a name?
Shit, everybody's got a name.
Yeah, what's this guy's name?
Let's see. Believe it was Farrock, something like that.
All right. Don't leave town, huh?
Won't be nowhere else.
You say diamonds or rubies, huh?
Yes, sir. Best I can recollect.
We'll see.
Indeed we will, Mr. Prosecutor. Indeed we will.
Hey. Where you going, man?
You got a minute?
I'm gonna take a look around. Hey, pal, you can't go back there. It's private.
Was that right?
Yeah, now, scram before you make me do something I don't want to do.
Like this? Yeah, I wouldn't like you to do this.
Hey, man, I'm just doing my job. I quit.
Put your hands in the car. And leave me here. Till Sunday, you got it?
Hey, I'm a statue.
just need some answers. Where are they?
Where's who, man?
Yeah, who you looking for? Who's this homeboy?
Ah! Now, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't lose your temper. Remember, the good book says, ask, and you shall receive. You asked, so I'll tell you. Here's one. You see, Mr. Prosecutor, the good book also says, if your hand troubles you, cut it off. Well, these trouble me. And if you don't settle down, I'm gonna cut them off and hand them to you.
You bastard, you touch her, and I'll kill you.
Tis, Mr. Prosecutor. I may be a bastard, but I'm the one giving the orders. Because if I touch her, she will be history. Now hold real still. We got some rope for you, too. Mr. Prosecutor, I told you that you could have the people back, and all I wanted were two things. You let Jamal go free, and you get off the case. So far, you've done either one. So I guess I'm gonna have to send your boss a stronger message. Let me see. Farouk, should I offer one of the hostages? No, not yet. I know. Let's pound some sense into Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh.
Gentlemen, he's all yours.
Oh, Rick.
Let's go.
So.
Rick? He's coming too. Honey, can you hear me? Are you all right?
Hey, I don't know if he can hear you or not, but I guarantee you he's not all right. They beat the hell out of him. And that's about what they're going to do to us or worse. I just don't know what's going to do.
Listen to you. You sound just the way they want you to. Don't you know that it makes them feel good to hear us worry? Oh, just shut up if you can.
Rick, talk to me, please.
Sweetheart, are you all right? Did they hurt you?
Just save your strength. I'm okay.
Where are we?
We're in a warehouse somewhere.
I'm not sure, but I think we're somewhere south of the main port of town.
Thanks. How long have I been out?
I don't know. I can't tell. It seems like hours. God, you've been in so much pain. Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm hurt, but I don't think I broke anything. What's going on?
That Angel guy and his friends told these guys to keep us alive for now. He had to go to some meeting somewhere, dealer meeting, I think. He also said he had to call your boss.
It'll be the last ransom call.
God, Rick, will we ever get out of this?
We'll get out.
Hey.
I gotta take a leak.
He's gotta take a leak.
I could give a shit. He can piss on his pants as far as I'm concerned. That son of a bitch really hit me hard.
What's the matter? You afraid to do anything without Angel holding your hand? There's 5 of you and 1 of me.
Yeah, remember, Angel told you to keep us in good shape.
Mike, go ahead. Get him up.
I'm gonna tie my hands in front, or you gonna hold it for me?
Reggie, go ahead and tie his hands in front of him. Mike, you keep your eye on him and take him to the pisser. Bear, go check on that guy and see what the hell's going on.
I'm tired. Move! Let's get out of here.
Come here looking for merchandise, and we supply it. You come here looking for a system, and we got it. You come here expecting to make good money, and you do. Now, goddammit, one little thing, and you're all shaking like sisters. What am I gonna have to do to you? I already gave you free goods to get your business started. Now what? I'll tell you what. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna work those streets, that's what. And no blood or posse is gonna slow us down. Because you're gonna walk over anything that gets in your way. Do you hear me? Are you understanding me? Now the Jamal thing has gotten out of hand. But it's about to be put under control. So don't worry about it. Mind your own business. You've got plenty to do.
Boss man, that guy, he got loose. He killed 3 of the brothers. He went crazy. We just had enough time to grab his old lady and get out. We left the others there. You said be sure don't hurt him, so we did.
You mean one white guy?
A crazy white guy. He don't know when he's hurt or dead.
Enough.
He's crazy.
Enough. It's bound to happen sometime. Just forget about it, all right? The thing is to have a plan. And I got one. Give me the phone. Pack up this shit and get it out of here. Give me Farrington. Hello, Farrington. It's your favorite obscene call. Listen, I'm gonna do you a favor, all right? And then you owe me one. No, wait, I'm gonna do you 2 favors, and I still only want one. That's fair, no? All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna let the 2 jurors go. What the hell? And something you didn't know. I've had you, Mr. Prosecutor, Marshal, and you didn't even know it. I'm gonna let him go, too. Even though he just wasted 3 of my brothers, he's free. Now, for all of that, all I want is Jamal. 3 for 1, that's all. You've got 24 hours to make it happen. You can do it, I know you can. No, don't give me the double talk. Just do it, Farrington. You'll find your 3 at the old warehouse at 22nd and Broadway. Where will I find mine? I will call you in 24 hours. By the way, I'm gonna keep Marcia's old lady for insurance until the deal goes down. Now that's controlling the damage. We'll get something for that. Now, since nobody here could handle it, I'll fix the problem. I'm gonna put in a little call to Los Angeles, where lives another crazy man. You've seen him, you know him. Would you want him after you? I've seen him kill babies, drown old ladies, squash heads. He's crazy. They want crazy, I'll give them crazy. This is Angel. Give me check. Get out of here.
All right?
Rick. Jeez. Can you give us a moment?
Sure.
Rick, what are we gonna do with you? I thought I told you.
What are you guys doing? What happened?
Rick, you've been in a big mess. Are you okay? How do you feel?
How do I look? Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Rick, we just got here. It looks like the jurors are okay, thanks to you. And, it's like you finished off some of the gangsters. I gotta admit, I didn't know you had...
Where is
She's not here, Rick.
Rick, look, we got a call telling us where you were and saying that they're holding Rachel for insurance until we release Jamal. 24 hours.
Go on.
Well, Rick, there's not much else to tell. They got Rachel somewhere. They said they'd call us for our answer in 24 hours. Come on, you need some pen.
Wait. Rick, there is one more thing. Our people have heard there's a contract out on you. Some heavyweight from Los Angeles is on his way. And guess what his name is?
Sherry, I'm not in the mood for games.
It's Che. No last name, just Che.
Fine,
Fine. Rick, the LA people say this guy's huge and ugly. And the worst excuse for human they've ever seen.
So he's big and ugly. That's half the shitheads in the city.
Look, Rick, I know what you're gonna do. I can't, and I probably don't want to stop you. But be careful. And don't get caught. And if you kick ass, you make sure you cover mine. There's no possibility that this guy's gonna stay out of trouble. There's no possibility.
Get it.
Come on.
It's good to see you, man. Good to see anybody from home. Trip okay?
Yeah, fine.
Look, this one might be a little tough, but I know you can handle it. Only you. There's a prosecuting attorney, a Rick Marshall. I got a picture. Give me a picture. Come on. There he is. When you see him in the next couple of days, he's gonna be a little bruised. Some of the local boys softened him up for you. But mostly he softened them up. He wasted 3 of our boys. He fights almost as good as you, so be ready. I want him gone, Jay. Stop at nothing.
Consider it done.
Hey, Rico, baby, you remember me? Where are they? Who you talking about? Where are they? Who you talking about? What's wrong with you? What are you, nuts?
Sherry, you're real cute. I like your type. So you want to be an attorney? Well, I'm going to give you your first case. Where's Rick?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask you for the last time.
Told you, I don't know.
That was the last time.
Cut it out! Hey! I don't... It's Rick. I don't know where he is. I swear. I swear.
Sherry, it's all right. My God, what happened to you? You all right?
Last night, it was Jay.
What happened? What did he do? What did he do?
Rick, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just a little shook, that's all.
Sit down. Did he hurt you? Did he hurt you?
Rick, if it wasn't for the security guards, I think he would have killed me.
I'm sorry. It was after me. This shouldn't have happened to you. I'm sorry.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Didn't I tell you guys that I don't melt? Guess I do cry.
Yeah, I guess we're all learning something, huh? Sherry, I promise you, we'll get him.
Rick, you have to be careful. You've made a lot of enemies.
Yeah, that happens. Sherry, what have you heard? Has anybody turned anything about where they're holding him?
Rick, there's nothing but rumors. Besides, if I told you, you would just go there.
Yeah, I probably would.
And you're enough trouble already, don't you think? What happened to you?
Sherry, you have to help me here.
I shouldn't. Don't tell Mr. Farrington I said it. I just don't think there's much to any of this thing. But what we're hearing the most of is that the SSGs have claimed a church on their turf. Church. Bet it's the first time any of those people have ever been to church.
Thank you. I'll call you.
Rick, where are you going? Shh. I knew it. Now I have to tell Mr. Farrington.
Can I help you, my son?
Reverend, my name's Rick Marshall. I'm with the prosecuting attorney's office, and...
I see. Why don't you stop by on Sunday? Our services begin at 8:30.
Well, thank you, Reverend, but I was wondering, have you had any break-ins, any unusual visitors recently?
Now, boy, do you realize what part of town you're in? We can set our watches by the break-ins. There's not much left here for anybody to steal. But unusual, I don't think so. Seems to me you have something in particular in mind.
Yeah, I do. The Southside Gangsters. Have you seen them lately?
Too much. They're working this street, too. A lot of our young people are afraid to go out again. But they don't stop here. We don't have any money. We are the poor box here.
I see. I gotta run. Thank you, Reverend.
You're welcome.
Reverend, good luck.
Peace be with you.
Come in, Mr. Rick Marshall. Join us for a little service, Mr. Prosecutor. My dear friends, I am the angel of darkness. I have the power, and I will not be enslaved by anything. And this newcomer into our midst is a burden to us all. He is not helpful to us. He intends to make slaves of us all. And tonight we stand in judgment. Marshal, know that you have brought harm to my brothers. If any harm shall follow these, ye shall give a life for a life and an eye for an eye. Now, brothers, do I hear an amen?
Amen!
Yes, yes. Now there comes forth from the camp of the Crips a champion. In all the world, there is no one like Che. He came into this world, but the world knew him not. In case you don't know him, Che is a very intense person. If you're bad, he's badder. If you're mean, he's meaner. And if you're quick, he's quicker. Do I hear an amen?
Amen!
I have seen him kill people just to do it. Not for fun, because I've never seen him have any fun. I've seen him gouge eyes, rip throats, and break backs. He snaps bones like a twig, and breaking necks is his specialty. Now, Rick Marshall, Mr. Big Bad Prosecutor and colossal pain in the ass, all you have to do is get by Che. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get to see what's her name, Rachel. Again. Che. I yield the floor to the gentleman from hell. He's all yours.
Yeah, come on!
Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my God. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Where's Angel? Don't just stand there. Find him.
Nurse, we'll take care of you.
You know.
You go. You go, sweetheart.
Who's got the one called Angel?
We don't know. We think he got away through a secret passage.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Somebody hit me here.
Angel. He owes me.
How are we gonna tell Rick?
I don't think we can.
God! I don't know him. We gotta tell him.